For Sag placements, this is for Sagittarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's see what Sagittarius placements most importantly you need to know right now at this time. Okay, so we got interview. Okay, this is too, I need to see a little bit. Okay. Interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. Hey, Candy. So you and somebody, you could be going, this could be like for a job interview, like an actual interview. You could be interviewing someone or being interviewed. This can also be you and somebody trying to get on the same page with something, or somebody wants to have a conversation. Okay, yeah, this could be someone that you cut off, you blocked, you ghosted. Okay, or they could have did this to you. Yeah, somebody, okay. Well, what else? I feel like some of you guys could have also been dealing with somebody that wanted to be single, but they still wanted to have access to like sex and intimacy with you and, you know, things like that. So somebody could be trying to negotiate with you to settle. So just be careful, or vice versa. What else? Lockdown, mental, prison, confined. So somebody here could be in jail, or they just could be, somebody could be in a mental prison right now. Somebody could feel mentally confined. One more. And we got access granted. Social media, fake profile, and hiding. So somebody could be watching you guys from a fake profile. We have happiness, wholeness, overjoyed, and smiling. It's like the happier you come off, and the more happy and unbothered you come across to someone, Sag, the more insatiable you become. Like the more it's like their desire and thirst for you increase. This could be someone that's, yeah, somebody's very magnetically drawn to you. They don't know why, but this person could be like really immature, or it could be because you guys are divine feminines, or you just embody that type of energy, I guess. Or maybe you look really nice, but I feel like somebody's not really the best person for you, man or woman. I don't know. But what's interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo energy, something is a dead end. Yeah, somebody can have a lot of options. I feel like out of all somebody's options, you're the one that they want to be with, or you're like they want you to be the main person. Somebody could see you as like a trophy, but they want to be in the King of Wands in reverse. They still want to be a player, a whore, or they don't want to commit. Yeah, Hangman in reverse. I feel like something is a dead end. You're not interested in this person. You know this person is shady in some kind of way. Pisces here. You or somebody can have Pisces in their chart. Somebody could be born February 9th. Pisces or Aquarius. No, I don't know why. Well, yeah, maybe. But definitely Pisces here. Venus and Scorpio with the Seven of Cups. I feel like something is a dead end. That somebody's either non-committal, something is just not going to work. You lost interest. Some of you guys are not interested in having a conversation with this person. What's lockdown, mental, prison, confined? But that could be how they feel about you. Lockdown. Yeah, Five of Cups. Somebody's really sad because they're out in the cold. They feel like they're on the outside looking in when it comes to your life. Hold on, let me write something down. Oh my God, what's going on with my pens? Yeah, somebody misses y'all. They in regret. So this person could be stalking y'all. Or yeah, somebody could be stalking you guys in some kind of way. Somebody here feels like, damn, Sag is leaving me out in the cold. Sag is leaving me behind. Sag is letting me drown in my misery, my regret, my shame. 5 of Cups, Mars and Scorpio. You see how the person is drowning? It's like you're hurt too, Sag. But the only difference is you're not letting it stop you from being happy. Like, you could be hurt too. You don't like the situation yourself, but you're still, I mean, and that could just be you and your Sag nature. Being optimistic, living your life. You're still traveling, you're still moving forward, you're still trying new things, you're still hanging out with your friends, you're still finding joy and happiness in small ways. Like, you're not letting it get you, you know, you're sad too. It's hard for you too, but you know, you got a life to live. You got to move on. You know, the show still goes on. So while somebody is drowning, while you're, you know, and it wasn't easy for you to turn your back on this person. People think it's easy to just give up on somebody. It's not easy to give up on somebody. It's not. It's actually harder to give up on someone when you're still attracted to them, when you still love them or care about them, but they just can't get it together. It's a dead end, you know. Access granted, fake social media. Social media, fake profile hiding. Access granted. So somebody's definitely watching you. If you block this person, they're watching you from a fake page, or they have somebody that you guys both have in common. It could be a family member of yours, theirs, that they get information on you about, that they kind of ask about, or that just tells them things. Or, you know, if your page is public, they making fake pages. If your page is private, they still watching you somehow. Access granted. What's access granted for Sag? Yeah, Knight of Cups. Be mindful if you guys are on dating apps. Yeah, heavy Pisces energy. Pisces, Aquarius is here. Yeah, some of y'all are single, happy. You know, you're just doing you. Yeah, you're not interested. Somebody here, you could be rejecting somebody, or somebody could have rejected you. Or they mishandled you in some kind of way, and now they over there self-pitying. They in regret. Anyways, they depressed, lonely, whatever the hell, people. If you guys are on dating apps, well, it could be social media, dating apps. There's something about online. Be mindful of you think you're talking to one person, but you're really talking to your ex. Or you're really talking to this person that you used to deal with. I'm done. Somebody's hiding behind a fake page. You think you're talking to one person, and it's really somebody you already know. I can't. What's the interview? Yes, you have a past history with this person. Scorpio sun. This person is going to try to play on your emotions. They're going to even try to manipulate you to get back with them. Just to, yeah, no, y'all are go towards new love, because if anybody from your past that you already been with, it's just no. You can't get on the same page with this person because something is unrequited. You're going to end up overcompensating or overextending yourself. They're going to end up backstabbing and betraying you again, or you're going to end up feeling used. You're going to end up feeling like you're overextending yourself emotionally. You're going to end up feeling manipulated again, defensive. If this person had you really defensive and on guard, they could have even had you moody, dysregulated. Like, this person didn't bring out the best in you. Maybe you didn't bring out the best in them, so y'all shouldn't be together, but somebody just feels really magnetically drawn to you. And this person could have even drained you emotionally. It could have been really draining dealing with this person. You know, what's lockdown? Yeah, somebody definitely wants to... Somebody could want to see their child or children or sibling or family member or a long-term friend. Maybe this is a friend that you guys... Somebody wants something, or they miss a person, but they feel like it can't be fixed. Yeah, and that could be what's bothering somebody. Somebody could feel like, damn, can this even be fixed? Can we even move forward? Lockdown. And that's why I be telling people, think before you act. People sit there, they get in their feelings, they get in their ego, and then they do things or say things that they can't take back. And then they end up sitting there feeling, they be in the Five of Cups like this. Going through pictures, looking through text messages, looking through memories, thinking about the time y'all traveled together, thinking about the time you, them, and the kids did this, or you, them, and the family did that, thinking about the time that y'all had y'all Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving or holiday, whatever it is, that, you know, they got to go back in memory lane, and it don't have to be that way. If people just get it together the first time around, it don't have to be, you don't have to be sitting up in here and these readings coming out sad. People, they be in y'all face acting all big and bad like they don't give a damn, and then they show up in the readings like all depressed and sad, stalking y'all from fake pages, this, that, and the third. It's like, come on, lockdown. But they in their egos in your face. Or this is y'all. Lockdown. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. Somebody feels lonely. They feel isolated. If this person is in a commitment, if they are in a relationship, they still feel lonely. They still feel isolated. Virgo here, you or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. Somebody feels lonely, depressed. This person could even be suicidal. I'm not even being funny. Somebody here is not in the best mental space. It's like, oh my God, if they don't work out with Sag or cross watcher, I'm gonna off myself, or life is not worth living, even though I mishandled and fumbled Sag or cross watcher. Cross watcher, Sag could have did this to you. So flip the roles if you need to. You know, even though I abused and misused and turned my back on them, I can't believe, oh my God, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody is just like, these people be just off their rockers. Access granted. Just looking crazy. Yeah, somebody could have turned their back on you, or you could have turned your back on somebody. Now you, yeah, anyways, access granted. Or somebody did something to make you turn your back to them or walk away from them. Access granted. Not if you did that out of pettiness or something, but if this person left you no choice type shit. Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. The Queen of... Yeah, somebody's coming back to y'all in y'all face, lying. Man or woman. Somebody's a liar. Somebody could be born October 25th, or I was going to say May 25th. Or 23rd. Damn. I'm hot. I was cold, now I'm hot. This could be a family member, a sister, a cousin, or a long-term friend. A very selfish person. This could be, some of y'all, this could be like a sibling or a child of yours. Or it could be someone that you have kids by with the Ten of Cups in reverse. This could be a broken family dynamic. It could be a parental figure, a friend, ex, whoever. You're not talking to somebody, so all somebody can do is like stalk and watch you on social media, online, or come up with hypothetical scenarios about why y'all not together anymore, or why they haven't heard from you, or this is you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, September, Libra. This could be a very bitter person too, or somebody could have gotten bad. Somebody's a friend or a family member or whoever could have given this person bad advice. And y'all may want to go watch Taurus, because I feel like I got something similar like this for Taurus. Somebody here did something reckless, impulsive. They mishandled the situation, and now Two of Cups. Now somebody's missing a person. They did all of that just to be missing somebody. Somebody got bad advice from someone. Or their mind wasn't in the right place when they did something. Hangman in reverse. Yeah, the Seven of Wands here in reverse. Somebody here doesn't respect boundaries. They want you to let your guard down. This person is very defensive. They're ignorant. They're narrow-minded. They're stagnant. It's like somebody they want you to submit to something, or this person got like some type of power struggle issue going on. I don't really know what this is about. Seven of Wands in reverse, Mars and Leo. Yeah, a lot of animosity and hostility towards you. So it's like this person wants to get on the same page. They want to talk to you, Sag, right? Somebody could be born May 29th. They want to talk to you, but they got all this hostility and aggression towards you because they're not over something that happened in the past. Maybe somebody here could have also said something that hit below the belt. This could be you because Sag, y'all are known for saying some shit when y'all get annoyed, irritated, or mad. So somebody could be holding something. Maybe somebody here could have did an interview, or they were asked about you and they could have said something, or you could have, or vice versa. I don't know, somebody could have sent somebody in. Somebody could have like had another person ask someone, interview could be, a person being interviewed or a person being asked about you, and somebody here could have said something slick or below the belt or whatever it is. I feel like they're in regret about it, possibly for some of you guys. Somebody could be eating their words right now. If it's not about an interview or a person being questioned and they just said something stupid, somebody here is just eating their words. Somebody hasn't mastered the art of perspective and how things may come off, and even if it's not their intention, somebody here just underestimates the impact of their behavior or a lack thereof. You know what I'm like? It's just, what's the Six of Cups? Yeah, Ace of Cups. Somebody definitely wants to heal or renew something, but I feel like you took your power back. You've detached from this. This could be Capricorn. You could be on a Capricorn Sag cusp. Yeah, Hierophant Taurus. You're healing. A lot of you guys want new love. You want new commitment, or you could already be embarking on something new. You don't want to deal with this no more. Or again, Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Empress. Taurus, Libra energy. This could be a mother figure. Your mom that wants to restore something with you, or you want to restore something with your mom, or this could be an aunt, older sibling, or a friend. Or or this could be you. You could be this person's child's mother, or you're just the Empress. You're coming out in this as this luminous person. Somebody wants a new start with you because you're the Empress. Why not? You're beautiful inside and out, not just looks-wise, but you're very abundant. You're very beautiful. You're nurturing. You take care of the people around you. If you have kids, you take care of your kids. If not, you're just a great friend. You're a great nurturer. You're a great girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. You're just great. And somebody here could have betrayed you guys. They undervalued you. They took you for granted. You could have even felt used by this person. Empress. Yeah, somebody wants to work with you. This could even be a co-worker. Three of Pentacles. Somebody now wants to collaborate. If you have a child with this person, they now want to co-parent. They now want to get on the same page. They want to stop. They want to actually be in the upright, and not in the reverse. But I feel like they still have animosity towards you because you don't want to commit to them. You don't want to be with them. So even if this person acts like that, they're able to just, we can just, I'm okay with us just doing business together. If it's not about co-parenting with kids, maybe you and this person could both be in the same industry. Somebody here can be into beauty, fashion, with that Empress, skincare, hair, clothes, whatever. Maybe you and this person are both into the same thing. Somebody here could even design clothes, or somebody could be very artistic. It's like, okay, well, we can just be business partners. And you know damn well this person can't just be business partners with you. They know that. You know that. But I feel like somebody will do anything just to just to be close to you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter how. If y'all are just friends, great. If y'all just do business, great. If you're gonna promote their brand for them, they'll love that. If they can promote something for you, whatever they can do to help or to just get back in your good graces, they will do it, man or woman. But I feel like you guys are not turned on by this person. Ace of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles upright. You don't want to sleep with them. You don't want to date them. And for those of you that, if it is about kids, you just want to take care of your child or children, and that is it. Five of Cups. Somebody here could be pregnant. Yeah, I mean, the Six of Cups is conception, but it's also about kids that are already here. But for some of you guys, this could be a pregnancy. This person may even try to get y'all pregnant. Or if this is a new person, they want to get you pregnant. They may not be telling you everything. or they could want to trap you really fast because they know that they're not the most committal or they ain't shit. So they're going to try to hurry up and get you to a place where you're codependent on them and to lock you in a contract. So just be careful, whether you're a man or a woman. Be careful. 5 of Cups, because you're going to be feeling like you're confined. And, you know, as a Sag, you guys hate that, so be careful. Somebody could be born June 27th. 5 of Cups. That's so true. What's 5 of Cups for Sag? Why is the 5 of Cups here? Yeah, 5 of Wands. Somebody's in some type of like mental, yeah, King of Swords here. Somebody's in some type of mental conflict. Somebody don't really want, I feel like somebody acts like they want a family, or they act like they want a relationship, but they really don't. They just want to have you. Somebody here sees you as a trophy, and you know that. Somebody just wants to keep you on a shelf, or bench you, or just put you in this safe space so that they can just, you know, it's like you're to be seen and not heard, whether you're a man or a woman. Yeah, I don't know what this person is conflicted about, or what they in this mental prison about. What the fuck what are you feeling confined about? Somebody thinks you're very beautiful, Sag. They admire you. They think you're beautiful. They have you on a pedestal, but I feel like something happened where you don't trust this person, where there's animosity. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry about that. Where there's animosity, hostility, possibly conflict, drama. You may even have a bit of resentment and bitterness toward this person. Yeah, 5 of Wands. So something happened. What's the 5 of Wands? Yeah, child of, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is going through it, Sag. Oh my God. This person could be getting karma. Somebody feels like they are falling apart without you. Oh my God. Y'all could be seeing, I never get nothing like this in y'all reading. I don't care what this person posts online, or how they make their life seem, or how much they traveling, or how much. Somebody could be born June 28th. I don't care how much somebody going out shopping, going on dates, or doing whatever. Somebody is miserable. For some of y'all, somebody is miserable. Oof. Somebody is miserable without you. And I don't, you know, I don't know if it's really you, Sag, per se, but it maybe, even if it's not that they're miserable without you per se, but it's something about this disconnect, the lack of control that they have over you, or something not going their way when it comes to you, or you not giving them their way, that's really triggering this person. Somebody's having a breakdown, a meltdown. Somebody's having a meltdown. Yeah, somebody's having a meltdown and they're miserable. If you're not this person's friend no more, or it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be whoever. Mercury and Taurus with the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody feels you could have triggered this person's abandonment-ish wounds. If they had like abandonment wounds here, you triggered that. Like you basically, this person's worst fear when it came to you guys came true. And they are like tore up about it. Yeah, somebody's worst fears came true. But I don't think they had, but here's the thing. This person, something was out of, with that 6 of Pentacles in reverse, I keep going back to that. Something wasn't an equal give and take between y'all. So it's like you were this person's favorite supply, pretty much. You made this person happy because you validated something about them. Maybe you're the most attractive person that they've been with, or I don't know, maybe you're the most, it's something about you, or cross watcher, I don't know, it's something about this that has somebody spiraling. Or maybe you were the first person to really care about this person outside of what they can provide and what they can do. Maybe this person is used to being with people where they have to lead with money, they got to lead with looks, they got to lead because they got a fat ass or a big dick, or they're tall, or they drive this car, they live here, they can fly here, they can do that, they can do this. And you're the first person that actually gave a damn about this person. But what came with that was it's like, okay, yeah, I care about you, but you know, you expect accountability and integrity. The principle matters to you more than anything. Honesty matters to you more than anything. It don't matter, you know, yeah, all those other things are nice and that's important to you too, but it's like but what's more important is a person's honesty, integrity, morals, and I feel like that person didn't operate like that with you. And that's what it really is. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This person could even battle with addictions. Yes, they were sneaky, deceptive. Seven of Cups here. Venus and Scorpio. This person could have even been a bit abusive or just a player. Like or this person could have even had a bad temper. It's like somebody just wanted you to just have this unwavering loyalty. Like, you know, you should know I love you, Sag. It don't matter if I talk to you like shit or call you a bitch or call you a stupid motherfucker or say that you're stupid, dumb, or slow, or say fuck you or tell you to go die. You should just know I still love you. I say that because you know, I care. Like that's no. Like somebody has a hard time regulating their emotions. They have a really bad temper. It's like they say things and do things when they're mad, and then they just expect people to get over it, and that's just not how that works. Not for a person, not for a empress type of person. You were this person's lesson when it came to love, Sag. Or a cross watcher. You could be Sag's lesson. I don't know, flip and switch it. But somebody was a person's lesson. Yeah. Somebody had to learn what a real empress looks like. And it's not about how long somebody's hair is, how light or dark somebody's skin is, how fat somebody's ass is, how somebody dresses, what they wear, where they live. It's about the empress. The empress and the emperor is character, it's morale. It takes a lot of work and a lot of inner work and self-work to get. A lot of people call themselves a goddess or a god because they look a certain way, or because they got a big, you know, they got if it's a man, he considers himself a divine masculine because his penis is big, or because he's tall, or because he has a nice chisel body from the gym, or because he makes money, he drives a nice car. That doesn't make that. And you can be a deadbeat, you can be abusive, you confuse dominating with leadership. That doesn't make you an emperor. A woman could think she's an empress or a goddess because she looks good, her ass is fat, or she thinks she has the best vagina in the world. She thinks, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, the empress and the emperor are very hard energies to get into. But I feel like something very superficial about a person. This person could have thought somebody could have thought something else was shinier. Like, you were a whole empress, but this person couldn't see you clearly because maybe you didn't dress a certain way. Maybe you didn't look a certain way. Maybe you didn't drive a certain car. You didn't have certain money. You didn't have certain material things. So somebody here basically dismissed you. And they could have chosen somebody who they thought was an empress or an emperor just to be bamboozled, just to feel abandoned, neglected, alone. Somebody could have even married this person, had a child by them, or this is you. What's this Hermit in reverse? Some of you guys, this person only wanted you for your looks, but they didn't treat you well. Hermit in reverse. Yeah, the Sun here. Somebody also could be paranoid and scared about, you're not talking to this person, but I feel like they're scared about you. They're scared of like the judgment, or they're scared about you finding something out. The Sun here, Leo energy, you or this person can have Leo in their chart. It talks about clarity. Things being exposed. Things being seen. This person could be worried that you know something about them that they don't want you to know about them, okay? Somebody's definitely stalking you, watching you, obsessed. Yeah, this is somebody from your past. They do want a second chance. They're hoping that you're single or that you're available. Sun here. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, child, the Six of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. There could be a big family secret that's coming out, a betrayal. Somebody here now, what I'm getting also, somebody here could have had like a threesome, and then the other person could have gotten pregnant. So if somebody here has a crazy lifestyle like that, or somebody could have cheated and got somebody pregnant, or this could be a woman or a man, flip, you know, or this somebody could have met somebody at work. I'm going to see what this Three of Pentacles is. Three of Pentacles real quick. Oh, let me... Three of Pentacles. Damn. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. So there's two queens here. I don't see like a king or anything, but there's a Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. Now, these could be both different aspects of your personality, or these could be two different people. Somebody could be a nanny, or somebody could be a nurse or works in healthcare, beauty. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or you want to. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Gemini is here. June Gemini, June Cancer. Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody didn't know what they had until it was gone. Moving on. Moon and Cancer with the Four of Cups. Somebody didn't, all this love you had to give, or somebody here, you were too nice for somebody. You were too loving for this person, Sag. You were too nice, you were too loving, whether you're a man or a woman. Men, you know, you were too nice, too loving, too nurturing. They was like, ugh, a good man, a good woman, this is boring. They were like, yuck. What's the Sun? Yeah, somebody, or either that or somebody could have overlooked you. They didn't really notice. They didn't know what they had. They didn't want it. When they had it, whether you were too nice or not, you could have been a bitch, whatever. But whatever it is, somebody didn't want what they had. They didn't want it when they had it. They ain't want it. Definitely wasn't used to that. Most people, that's why now when I don't even want to date a man that's used to dealing with bitches and things. Because it's like, baby, I don't have the time for the games. The Sun. Yeah, they're like, yeah, not everybody likes toxic. Only people that just don't value themselves. The Sun. You know, you got to ask questions like, so what are you used to? The Sun. Somebody here some of you guys, your happiness somebody here could even just be an unhappy person. Somebody's never satisfied. They're always in this pouty energy, very melancholy, just very never satisfied. Maybe this person had a mother who didn't really give them the love and attention that they needed growing up. Not to say that their mother was terrible, but maybe their mother didn't nurture them the way that they needed to be nurtured. A lot of parents parent their kids in a way that they want to be in the way that they want to, or in the way that they parents did. But that may not work for your child. So while you think you're loving your child and showing love, they may not. The plane isn't landing. They're not receiving what you're basically giving out. So they're gonna grow up and feel unloved, feel unheard, feel unseen, feel misunderstood, feel alone. And that could be why somebody as a grown adult acts like this, or that they don't know how to receive love and kindness and nurturing. Whether it's a man or a woman, it feels uncomfortable. The Sun. And I feel like somebody's just not really aware. Yeah, the Magician. Well, maybe they are. Somebody here needs to realize the impact of their childhood or their past. Because the Six of Cups, childhood, whether it's their childhood or whether it's a previous situation, relationship, marriage, whatever, before you. So, yeah. Somebody also could be trying to break a bad habit, but I feel like somebody struggles. Somebody struggles with temptation. They struggle with avoidance. It's like you, this person, you can't. It's too much. But they want to hold on to you. No, Virgo, Gemini here with the Magician. It's somebody got to go to therapy for this type of thing. Magician, you can't love somebody out of this. They got to go to therapy. Magician. Yeah, the High Priestess. Yes, exactly what I told him. Yeah, you can't love people out of these type of moods, depressive episodes or whatever. Somebody they don't want to socialize, they're antisocial. Somebody has a hard time maintaining friends because they don't take accountability for their choices, their words, how they talk to people, how they treat people, how they show up for people or lack thereof. Somebody's like, oh, I don't have no friends, fuck friends, but it's really because they suck. Or fuck love, but it's really because they suck. They rather be alone and isolated, or everybody be on that weird shit, but they be the ones on the weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, they rather isolate than have an honest conversation. Or they rather isolate and be alone or stay single rather than face themselves so that they can be a better boyfriend, better girlfriend, somebody's potential husband or wife, or a friend, or whatever the case is. It's ridiculous. What's this High Priestess? I'm getting something. High Priestess. The Nine of Swords. This person could be, somebody could be under spiritual attack, or that could be what they're gonna come to you and be like, oh my God, I'm under spiritual attack. Anything but accountability. I'm sorry. And I know spiritual attacks exist, but I don't know. This is my husband's oldest son that came at me like it's my fault. I'm just a stepmom. Yeah, hell no. And it's your husband's responsibility to put his son in his place. And this is why people don't want to be step parents. That people don't want to be stepfathers. They don't want to be stepmothers because the parent of the child. When you have somebody that comes in as a step parent, when they don't have to give a fuck about your damn child. They do not have to. They don't, because it's not they're not the biological parent. People barely care about their own biological kids. So a person that comes in and is going to be a step parent to your fucking child, you need to make sure that you have a conversation with your child and that your child respects that person who decides to step the fuck up. Not on some they gotta worship the step parent, but just understand that this person is here more than your own actual other biological parent. And a lot of people say being a step parent is a very thankless job because you have situations like what you just said, eyes, wise, that the issue with your stepson, your husband needs to correct him. People don't got to deal with your things that they don't. People don't have to. People got to understand. People don't have to deal with you or be with you. If a person is choosing to date you, they're choosing to court you, they're choosing to spend money, they're choosing to spend time, they're choosing to give to you in some kind of way, value that. Respect that. You don't get time back. You can make money. You can lose a job and get another one, or you can lose money, or your business can go under. You can start from scratch again. You can get money, but you can't get time back. When a person decides to give you their time, you need people that don't value their time or don't value other people's time. They typically don't value their own. People that mishandle resources usually mishandle theirs. That's just. Yeah, something is fun. Yeah, they could be. Page of Wands in reverse. That is a child acting out. I'm just saying. Somebody's battling something, and this could be spiritual. This could be like some type of dark night of the soul. I just feel like somebody feels a lot of guilt and shame. Somebody has a hard time sleeping at night. Somebody could be having insomnia, sleep paralysis. Somebody here smoke too much, drink. Somebody here could be somebody here dibbles and dabbles into something that really affects their mood. It really affects their ability, their clarity. It affects their reality. Something distorts a person's reality with that Seven of Cups. And it maybe it's drugs. It could be, again, you know, they lacing the weed and, you know, they make that shit legal, but what's really in it? So it could be the weed. It could be other drugs. It could be alcohol. Maybe this person is under some type of spiritual possession. That ain't got, they need to go get an exorcist then. Go see a priest. Knight of Cups. No matter how nice you try to be to this person, or no matter how supportive or nice you was or are, it's not going to be enough for a person who's going through some type of psychological, they're fighting some type of demon. You see this Nine of Swords here, they got the demon in the thing. Somebody could have they don't sleep well. They sleepwalked, or they I don't know, this person, they get angry and they just turn into something else. They sound like another person. They look like a whole, you know, they say when narcissists are angry, they look like different people. They don't have to be a narcissist, but I'm just saying, but this could be a person where when they get angry, they look and sound like a completely different person. It's scary. I feel like somebody's battling something and dealing with something, and they're using people around them, particularly you, as like, you could be an easy target to this person, but, or you were. It's like you're a scapegoat. Or this could be how somebody, or this could be how you made a person feel, Sag. I don't know. You gotta, you know, y'all know what side of these things y'all are on. Knight of Cups or cross watcher, you know what side of this you're on. Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Star, Aquarius energy. What's the Knight of Cups? Okay, Justice. And yeah, I feel like somebody here wants to fix some type of family situation or heal something or take accountability. Libra here, Justice. The Ten of Cups, Mars and Pisces. The Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody wants to heal something. They didn't want to let bygones be bygones, but an apology, a conversation is needed. Because if you just go along and act like everything's okay, you're going to build up resentment. You're going to become the Queen of Swords in reverse. Being nice is not enough for this to just, for it to be water under the bridge. Time passing is not an apology. Staying in your room or not communicating for months, days, weeks on end, or not discussing something, ignoring the elephant in the room and waiting for the holidays, or just buying time is not an apology. And even if you do go along and act like everything's okay, you're going to have this built up resentment and animosity. It's going to eat you alive. Some of you guys feel like you can't even say something because it may not be your place. So you guys could be caught in a really tough position. Something is not fair and it needs to be corrected. Something needs to be vindicated. In order for peace to be restored, something needs to be acknowledged and vindicated. Somebody has to take accountability is needed. Not beating around the bush, not using third parties, not using other people. Accountability from whoever broke the glass, they need to walk on it. If you broke the glass, you walk across it. You don't expect other people to fix things that they didn't ruin or break. If you messed up something, it's your responsibility to correct it. And a lot of people can't do that. It's not my place to say anything because I have already tried. Yeah, at this point, it's like, well, what the hell? Shit. Ten of Cups and the Justice. Why drain yourself to get your point across? All you're going to do is get frustrated. I feel like cognitively, if you do try to communicate with this person, your communication doesn't land because there's a cognitive mismatch when it comes to communication and processing of information. He literally threatened my life. Hell no. How old is his son? Is he like a teen? How old is he? Hell no. I hope he don't live with y'all. Send it. Hell no. That's why people be talking about they don't want to be step parents. This is why. People don't want to be step parents. Because look, you got people's kids threatening you because you're not their biological parent. It's a damn shame. But that's the father and mother's fault. Ten of Cups and the Justice. Yeah, somebody wants to fix something. No, he doesn't. Oh, thank God. What did your husband say? Yeah, there's an unhappy home or there's instability here that somebody here could want to fix. But it's not going to be fixed by them giving you attention or by them stroking your ego or blowing smoke up your ass. That's just not how that's just not gonna work. Oh, good, he's done with him, good. And then people say, oh, he's choosing his wife or his girlfriend over his child, but it's like, no, you can't. Listen, when you got, and I'm not saying like when your kids are little, but when you got grown ass kids who the brain develops at the age of 25, bitch. 25 and up, if you can't control yourself, you're not going to interfere with my love life, kid or not. You're not going to interfere with that. Small kids like toddlers or kids that are like that are just babies or that are, that they don't know any better, that's different. But you a grown ass kid, grown ass adult, fuck you. You two at that point, at 30, and you doing that, ain't nobody, you're not gonna be messing up, especially if you got my children is grown, and I'm sure that your children are more respectful than what you telling me about his. That's why people don't be wanting to do the step parent thing. Get your kids under control if y'all want step parents for your kids, and make sure you have, I don't care if your kids are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30 years old. Make sure you have conversations with your kids so that they respect the person who decides to step up and step in, because they don't have to. Most people don't want to be bothered with somebody else's child or children. It's just, it is what it is. It's a natural thing. So make sure you have conversations with your fucking kids and tell them that you need to respect he or she. You need to respect my husband or my wife or my fiance or my girlfriend. But then you got the parents of the other kid who was like, oh, you don't gotta listen to them. You don't gotta do what they say, just causing havoc. And that's when you gotta have a conversation with your kids and say, you can listen to your other parent if you want, but then you cannot be allowed in my house. You can listen to what your bitter ass mother or your bitter ass father is telling you to do, but you can't be around me and mine. People gotta live their lives. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Fool here. Somebody wants a new beginning, but they're not really saying something. Some of you guys, you could be holding, I'm not going to say you're holding a grudge. It's like you're not holding a grudge, but you can't let something go because something hasn't been addressed. Something needs to be vindicated. Or this is somebody else that's mad at you about something that a conversation needs to be had. The Fool card, Aquarius energy, a conversation needs to be had, just plain and simple. Yeah, somebody here playing victim. That's just, yeah, Five of Swords. Somebody here could have committed a crime, or they could have said or did something that put you in this mental imprisonment. You could be scared, nervous, or you just feel confined. You just feel restricted mentally by this. It's too much mentally. Some of you guys are not happy. You're not satisfied with something. And it could be hard for you to speak up. But if you don't speak up, or if you feel like you can't speak up, there's this new beginning, or this keeping something together, or restarting it, or restoring it, or whatever, is just going to be really hard to do. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody that's like possessed by something. I'm not even going to hold you. I can't ignore this middle column here. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody that they're like possessed. It's something about like the 7 deadly sins. Greed, wrath, gluttony. Look it up. Like there's something that is possessing a person to behave and act a certain way. The Fool. And you can't do shit about that. Yeah, somebody wants to make something right with you. They want to come back together. They miss you, but they need to apologize. Like I said, a grown-up apology, a grown-up conversation. Not that victim or woe is me bullshit. You the one that's been spited, but you over here feeling sorry for this person because they coming to you crying and telling you how depressed they... Can you get to the apology, please? And can we address what you did? We can talk about your little woe is me afterwards. But there's an acknowledgement that's needed. The Fool here. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Fool. What's the Fool? Yeah, somebody needs to, Page of Cups, somebody needs to apologize. There could be something surrounding a child, or somebody just being childish and immature. This person could be younger than you. If not, they just act really immature. Some of y'all are done with whatever this is. Some of y'all are really done. You're done. Something about Aquarius season. I'm getting something heavy about Aquarius season. My nose is itching. Somebody here is like nosy. They're all up in your business. Like, the word card is social media. It is online. What's the Page of Cups? Somebody's like nosy, like all up in your business. What's the Page of Cups? This could be your child, or you may have a child with this person, or this could be somebody else's. Because the Queen of Cups, the page belongs to the Queen of Cups. So, some of you guys, this could have triggered, some of you guys could have dealt with feeling oppressed. And okay, so you guys could already battle with expressing yourselves already. And whatever this situation is, it's kind of bringing you back to that place where you were a kid again, and maybe you were told to shut up or stop crying or get over it or something like something is bringing you back to a place where you feel small again. From the Queen to the Page, like something is making a person feel small. Something, you guys could be feeling oppressed by a certain person or situation. Or you could have made somebody feel that way. Flip and switch it. Yeah, flight or fight, yeah. And you guys could have dealt with that as children. Like maybe you had an abusive or reactive mother or father or sibling. Or maybe you're that person and that's where you picked that up on, and you could have inflicted this on somebody else. Flip and switch it. But what's the Page of Cups? Something really brought somebody back to like a place that as a child. Something really triggered somebody. Yeah, this could even be a trigger for you guys when it comes to like the way you express yourself, or this is a trigger for somebody. But either somebody got triggered and they said or did something crazy, or somebody triggered you and it's making you feel small. It's making you feel scared to speak up for yourself. What's Page of Cups? Or this could be a child of yours. You may have a child that's really sensitive, or you could just be a sensitive person. Whether you're a grown man, grown woman, you can just be it's nothing. And you know, I want to say, guys, sensitivity is not a flaw. It's not a bad thing. Sensitivity is actually a strength, especially in this world where don't let people make you feel like your sensitivity to things is a problem. It's not. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's not going to be equipped to handle it and deal with it. And everybody's not going to want to deal with it, because I feel like dealing with... It's like the same thing with dealing with kids. A lot of people see kids as just objects to be seen and not heard. The world is not kind to kids or sensitive people. And kids are very sensitive beings. So whether there's kids involved or not, I know not all of you guys have kids. I know, you know, so if it's not about actual children, it could be just your inner child. Something about your inner child and or just your self-expression could have gotten triggered, and it could have caused you to say something or do something that caused the Ten of Swords for somebody else, or somebody else caused this Ten of Swords for you and it brought you back to a place. But there could be something with communication now. Ten of Swords here, Gemini Sun. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. Aries energy. Somebody who's irresponsible. Somebody got a father wound, or somebody is not you could be dealing with someone that's passive, okay, or somebody could be abusing their authority, they're abusing power. And this could be someone's family member. It's like somebody's abusing the fact that, well, I'm the mother or father, the sister or brother, I'm the uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, father-in-law, mother-in-law, son, daughter, long-term friend or whatever, the first baby mama, like somebody could be abusing some type of authority or power in a situation. And if somebody didn't stand up for you, you need to talk to this person and tell them if that happens again, which I feel like I feel like somebody is going to stand, if they didn't stand up for you guys before, if something happens like this again, they are going to have your back. Or this is you. Somebody doesn't want to lose a person. So they're going to do what they're going to make sure in the future this don't happen again. Yeah, somebody could be hitting rock bottom. This could be a child or this could be a grown adult who's just bitter, they're immature. Somebody could be losing friends, they're losing support. They're just like, people don't really want to associate or be around this person. Y'all could be seeing 10 of cups to 10 of swords. Somebody don't have no self-control. This person is they're going through a lot of setbacks, delays, unwanted change. They don't like change. What's this? But there could be something that really hit to your like throat chakra, the way you talk. You feel scared. Yeah. The 2 of cups and somebody could want to make something right. I already said the 3 of pentacles. Oh yeah, I did the 3 of pentacles. Okay, so chakra messages. People have and are still in all up in my business. I've been done, no more. Damn, I married into a drama-filled family. That sucks. Having kids with a drama-filled person or being married into one, that sucks. Ugh. Chakra, look, the throat chakra, communication, self-expression, healing, releasing, and creativity. Some of you guys, and this could be if you have a child, if they have a hard time expressing themselves, help them paint, help them find different and more constructive ways to express themselves. If this is you as a grown adult and you, whether you're a man or a woman, and you find yourself, when you get triggered, number one, you got to identify what your triggers are. A lot of people don't even know when they're being triggered. So the trigger just happens and they just lash out. They lash out and they use their words to cut people deep. So you may need to identify what your triggers are, Sag, if this is you, and figure out a protocol or, just be aware of it and work through it, right? If you got to get a therapist, a counselor, a coach, book a reading, do something, right? Google, do your research. Or if this is, and then find ways to express yourself, paint, draw, dance, sing. Even if you can't sing, even if you feel like you can't paint, just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. Some of you guys could be naturally artistic or you're artistically inclined in some way, whether you realize it or not. You can either get back to it or discover it. Okay. Let's get some chakra message. Or this, again, if you have a child, help them with that. Or if you have a younger sibling, or that could be you, whatever. Trouble obtaining financial security. I didn't really see much pentacles, but the 5 of pentacles. So maybe somebody is struggling with, somebody could be having mood swings because of their money. Maybe somebody here feels, the holidays really trigger people. Somebody here could be overly critical when it comes to themselves because they couldn't get their kids anything or they missed out on something. And maybe somebody's having a hard time with money. Somebody here could be in debt. This could even be somebody that's always asking for something, and when you tell them no, they get angry or they lash out. This could be a grown child of yours or somebody's. Or this could be a spouse, a partner, an ex, a boyfriend, girlfriend, or somebody that you're dealing with. When they don't get their way, they lash out. Somebody has a really hard time self-regulating when it comes to their emotions. This person could be feeling inadequate at this time. Yeah, unstable and insecure. Yeah, somebody really needs to go back to like their childhood with something. Somebody needs to go back and like look at the root of why they were triggered. And this could be you guys. If something triggered you, it's valid. But also don't focus on what happened and what the person did. Also focus on what it triggered within you and where that trigger comes from. Because this situation could be bringing up something for you to resolve or, look over and kind of like deal with for good within yourself so you can move forward, not get so destabilized when something like this happens again, you know? Whether you're on the receiving end of this or you're the one that dished it out. Yeah, fear of speaking. Child, fear of speaking. Somebody's scared. Did something happen when a person was a child? Maybe somebody's mother was overly critical of them. So they just learned to be this way to people, or again, you could have felt, you could be feeling something that happened reminded you of a place where, you know, you were spoken to like that or treated like that. You're fearful and scared. Yeah, somebody's scared. Somebody has a fear of speaking. Maybe somebody here did too much with that Ten of Swords. Somebody knows that they did too much. Somebody could have said or did something to y'all when they were not in the best place mentally. Whether it was because of finances, whether it's because they were depressed, or they felt like it, or whatever it was. I feel like somebody here knows they did too much, and that could be why they have a fear of speaking. They want to make something right, but they don't know how. So, an apology is a start. Trouble obtaining financial security. Even if you don't know why you said or did it, you can say, I don't know why I said or did that to you, but I'm sorry. I know it was wrong. And, you know, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm going to figure it out. That's the start. People don't even want to do that. Trouble obtaining financial security. Yeah, fearful and scared. Somebody's money could be blocked until they, I don't, you know, somebody, this, unstable and insecure. Your sacral chakra. Emotions, creativity, sexuality, and pleasure. The crystals are, carnelian is my favorite crystal for the sacral chakra. Oh my God, it does wonders. If you got cramps, y'all, get y'all some carnelian, place it over your sacral for my ladies, and voila. Carnelian, sunstone, snowflake obsidian. The element is water. Archangel Zadkiel. It says, I am in touch with my feelings and I embrace my creativity and sexuality. So this person could be struggling. Somebody could be having an identity crisis around their sexuality, around just who they are as a person. Somebody don't know who they are. Somebody's confused. They're always confused. Everything about this person's mental and emotions are fragmented. And maybe somebody needs to go talk to somebody. What's fair of speaking? A professional? Yeah, somebody's ungrounded and materialistic and difficulty accepting change. And solar plexus, yeah. Personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. Whatever happened could have hit your sacral and your solar plexus. Which are under, yeah. Yeah. So citrine, tiger's eye is great for the solar plexus. My favorite one for the tiger's eye is great. Yellow calcite is there too. The element is fire. Yeah, I am strong and confident and I deserve a wonderful life. Deep down, somebody feels unworthy of something, and it's really linked to something that happened to this person way before they met you, way before you came in the picture, or this is you, that this is, you know, whatever, something could have happened to you way before you met this other person or whatever this is, but somebody could be very materialistic. Something's around, yeah, because a lot of pentacles, only the Five of Pentacles came out. So, and the Eight of Pentacles, but in reverse. Somebody could be in debt really bad. Somebody could be really irresponsible with their money, their moves, their decisions, their lifestyle. Just dumb as a person. But this was your reading, Sag. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.